What's going on, guys? It's Attempting to Grow a Beard Bee here, and today I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks for Operation Heat. Hopefully this makes your heat less filled with hate. My soul's gone. But first, a word from our sponsor. If you guys haven't heard, I've been working with a company named Goat Guns, and they make these model replica desktop toys that you can sit there and look at if you're a fan of firearms. They're very well crafted, hand built. I don't know if they're hand built, but you got to build them with your hands when you get them. Assembly takes about 5 minutes, and they just make great presents or great desktop ornaments. Mine sits behind me on my stand next to my Supreme moonshine jar. So if you guys are curious, check out the link in the description down below. Anything purchased through my link helps me out with a little bit of a kickback. Sounds good to me. Operation Heat. Today we throw our tool kit in the toolbox and we don't touch it. No tanks need to be built. No I-16s need to be built with countless hours of random drops waiting for rare parts. We're back to the tried and true old school event style. You get 5 things to do. You do 3 of them. You get your mark of distinction for the day and you carry about your business. Each mark of distinction you get 2 days to complete. It's pretty self-explanatory. It shows it straight up there. And each task is pretty easy. Not the hardest thing to do. You don't have to be Rambo God mode killing 35 tanks and hoping to get a drop, or becoming first on your team hoping to get that rare part you needed to build your last plane. Instead, 35 kills in a plane, a couple wins, a couple assists, bing bang boom, you're on your way to the Auble. Now, my idea of this event is saying it's easy. That being said, I understand my job is playing War Thunder to an extent, and not everybody else has that luxury or that mental capacity. So, can you do this on a normal job? I think you can. And if anything, I think you could definitely get at least 1 or 2 of these vehicles based on how it's set up. So the event has some caveats, I guess. Am I using that word properly? Probably not. But regardless, all you got to do is kill vehicles. You kill some vehicles, you get vehicles. At the end of the day, play decently well, and you'll get it. My tips and tricks for doing this event is I use ground force lineups that also have planes, because in a ground force battle, if you end your match on a win in a plane, it counts towards your planes. If you end in a tank, it counts towards your tanks. If you're going by the wins have to happen, you're going to do the wins achievement. All you have to do is play about 20 battles in the span of 2 days. Now, I say only. 20 seems like quite a lot to most people, but there are other ways to do this. You could also get 6 kills in a tank, and that's an achievement done. You could get 4 kills in a plane in a ground force match, and that's your achievement done. And another thing is helicopters also count towards your aircraft kills. So, if you're like me and you have access to an AH-1Z and you don't mind the repercussions of being an absolute scumbag, like myself, you can do that. You can take out the AH-1Z, click on some tanks, and bing bang boom, you got your air kills for the day. Then you have to just worry about getting some dubs. Now, it's hard to know, well, it should be noted that all of these lineups have to be past Tier 3 or past. Now, some of my favorite ones I'm showing in the background currently, I like the Tiger, 5-3 lineup, 4-3 Germany, lower tier France. Mid-tier France is really good, 7-3 with the Lorraine 40T. But at the end of the day, it's at your discretion. Just keep in mind that what you want to do is have a lineup where you can use planes or tanks. Now, if you want to do this in ARB, normally you can do this. There's also a achievement for bombing bases. So if you're a bomber player, luck's on your side. Get your group of friends in your TU4s and win 10 matches in straight, and you'll have 2 of your achievements unlocked, and maybe even the 3rd, considering you got to shoot down some planes in the TU4, and that thing is a death machine. That being said, all of the multipliers are based on an AB, RB, and SB setting. So in AB, you have to get more kills than RB, and Sim, you get less kills than RB. So go to Arby's and get your roast beef sandwich. My most lucrative strategy for this event so far has been playing 6-7 Germany. I use the RU-251 to push a cap, so I get a cap for that game. Hopefully get a win, of course. Now, depending on what I'm closer in the mark of distinction, planes or tanks, I will take out a plane or a tank next when I die. But since I like to go for the planes first, because it's easier in a ground force battle and you can always spawn in a tank to get the win anyway, I spawn the narwhal and I go to town with the narwhal. I kill tanks and planes. I'm also spading my narwhal. It's not done yet, so it's kind of like a win-win. My best advice to people is don't look at this event like you have to do it. Also, don't look at this event like you're missing out on anything. These are two vehicles that, in the grand scheme of things, won't change the name of the game. They won't be overpowered. And if anything, they're just kind of cool things that you can earn for free by playing War Thunder and showing your dedication to the game. Also, using another type of motivation, I should say, is making the excuse that you're spading something. So if you have any vehicles past tier 3 or in tier 3, era 3, whatever you'd like to call it, that you need to spade, play those out. So while you're spading a vehicle, you won't even know that you're completing your mark of distinction. Just keep an eye on it every 3 games or so. Go over and check and see what you really need to focus on for the last couple of games, because undoubtedly you will get close to getting these mark of distinctions if you play for 2 hours a day for the next event. If you have to go to work one day, you can't call out, or you got to go to school or do something important, hang out with the missus, you can do that. And I think you'll have time to get at least the BT7, at least the BF110 and whatnot. Now, the P59 doesn't look like it's going to be a very good jet. It's kind of a low tier, normal type jet. And the BF110, while it is interesting, it is pretty easy to get. So regardless of the stats of it, if you want it, you can get it. BT7, I think, will be the most fun vehicle of this event. And I'm not touching naval at all. I'm excited for the Auble, but it does get a 60mm hyper velocity type cannon with a long rod penetrator. Obviously, the long rod bonus is going to make it a good tank, and it can go pretty fast. I call it a tank. It's not. It's a car. It's basically a scout car with a gun. It's going to be a memer for sure, but the fact that you can die by 50 cals doesn't mean it's going to be overpowered, and it clearly will take some skill to use effectively on the battlefield. So, best of luck, guys. Enjoy the rest of this 5.3 Tiger gameplay. And yes, I am using the gingerbread skin, the same from our Great Atrocity. The same time I had a Great Atrocity, I had that skin on. So, let us never forget. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I have it. I should put it in.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Protect the sea point.
Because isn't it relatively, uncommon?
That tank?
Still?
Yeah. I'm actually pretty sure it's a rare tank. I might not have it. I have the other one, I think.
Uh-oh. Turn the gun! Oh, they've changed it so that you can't depress your gun. Oh my god. My aim is so
my
bad.
aim, boy. Yeah.
My aim is so bad.
It's hard because they changed, since you were playing a lot, they changed like all of the gun sights. It fucks me up so bad when they do that. I don't know what hit me, but I'm just gonna angle and
It's a comet. It's a comet. Oh my god, dude. I got a crit hit for no damage, but I still, killed the loader.
What round are you using?
Just the AP.
What? They added a different one. I wonder if that tank has it. I don't know if it does.
Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked here.
I'll be up in 7 seconds, and I'll pop him. We're just gonna file and replace.
No, we're not.
Oh.
How did I die?
Oh my god.
Dude, you were right next to me too.
I'm alive, dude, and I killed the comet.
You were right next to me, and the guy's like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
What's good, booty?
Oh, just fucking around.
You wanna play some
You
Denver
guys-
5-3 Germany?
Sure, absolutely. Currently just fucking around with 6-7 Japan as usual.
Gotta get at the rest of my airplane event.
Airplane event. Ooh. Oh, you're playing air?
No. But you could do it in ground forces if you ended in a plane.
Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm doing pretty poorly at this event, but I haven't really been trying.
It's really easy once you get it.
Yeah, I just have to play more. Like, I looked at it, and I'm already... I think I missed it by, like, a few hours. The first air credit.
That's
Oh
only
my god, if
really-
I get bombed here.
Like, you don't need a lot to get any of the tanks, and the real memer is going to be that BT-7. If you could get that BT-7...
Yeah, that's basically all I was going for, is the BT.
BT-7 with the rockets.
No, it gets a 76 mil.
Oh.
Yo, Zed, I'm really laying the shit down. I'm about to be fucking up more things.
The one with the rockets is great, but I think it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, the
Can you
RBT
sell shit for money now?
It's like shekels.
It's
Yeah, but
Gaijin
you, like,
coins
buy
and it's stuck in there.
stuff,
You could buy-
shekels, huh?
You could buy other, like other premiums that are rare and shit. Like,
No
I
matter
bought the
what you're
Storm
buying
Pusher.
and selling, it all stays in Gaijins.
Attention to the designated grid square. We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm fighting like 5 tanks over here. The lone tiger is holding down the entire spawn. Got a shot right here on this bad bitch.
5.3 Germany, you said?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll make a bit.
The wherever your dream. Oh my god, I'm so bad at shooting weak points now. Imagine being a Churchill.
It's hard to imagine because I'm a human with flesh and shit. Pretty crazy.
They got me, Zed. After 7 kills on those goddamn bastards. Well, I hope this video made your grind a little bit easier. And if it did, subscribe. Helps me out. And if it didn't, tell me why in the comments down below. Also, if it did help you, you could let me know in the comments too. I like those.